The purpose of this is TREF 2019 SEC audit discussion. And let's first talk about the purpose of the audit, right? So when I founded the fund years ago, 2016 was when we first formed the company. And 2018 is obviously June 1st when we launched the company. I wanted to do something. I thought about a Black-owned business, and the Black community specifically practicing group economics. And I said, what would be the challenges of us building a Black Wall Street, right? 2015, after the Freddie Gray uprising, was the inception of the idea to build out a financial model that could support a Black Wall Street type community and culture and investment vehicle for our community. That was 2015. We then formed the company in 2016. In that, I knew the challenges with especially the Black community doing business together was going to be trust, it was going to be transparency, right? It was going to be equity. I didn't want to do a GoFundMe or donation. I wanted people to have equity and ownership, and I didn't want to create a company where there was not transparency, where there was hidden things going on. I already know how, I know how I feel, and I know what we see in our community. I just know the sentiment of our community that that person might be up to something. And so I want to offer full transparency, which is why the audit is so great. You can see fully under the hood, is why our TREF talks has been so great, doing them for the last nearly 3-4 years. And all the other information that we put out and having this SEC regulation and all that, right? So I'm super excited about that. I didn't want to do, that's why I love the regulation side. I love the vetting side. I just love the transparency side and us being able to build trust together, doing business together as a people and really practice group economics in real life. Now, misinformation can cloud our level of performance, transparency, and trust, and mostly the trust part. Misinformation. So we want to make sure we get accurate information and clarity within us as members. We are business partners. So the purpose of the audit is to provide an objective, independent examination of the financial statements, right? So the cool part about it, when we say provide an objective, independent examination, our audit is not done by an internal person in our company. This is a third-party auditor, a CPA, with their professional reputation and license on the line. So this is, not someone internally that's doing as we wish. They examine the financial statements, which increases the value and credibility of the financial statements produced by management, thus increases user confidence in the financial statement and reduces investor risk. Essentially just saying we use a third-party person so you all can feel comfortable that it's not the internal organization doing something uncredible. That third party is to bring more credibility to us showing you full transparency. Audit results. So this was in your SEC document. At the bottom of our audit, you will see what's called an audit opinion, right? In the audit opinion, our independent contractor says, and I'm quoting them from the SEC document, in our opinion, the consolidated financial statements referred to above present fairly. I want to say that again. In our opinion, the consolidated financial statements referred to above present fairly in all material respects. In all material respects. The consolidated financial position of Tulsa Real Estate Fund, LLC, and subsidiaries as of December 31st, 2019 and 2018, and a result of its operation and cash flows for the years then ended in accordance with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States, which is called GAAP, right? Generally accepted accounting principles. So what it's saying is, if we had, in the auditor's opinion, cooked the books, or if we were doing something that rose a red flag with them, or that presented what's called a material concern, the third-party CPA and auditor would have had a responsibility, a fiduciary responsibility, to flag that and note any material concern within our organization. So for our partners, as we're again having transparency, continuing to build our trust, and those who believe in what we're doing and see the vision and sense the spirit of what we're doing, who know the spirit of what we're doing, and who know that in a historical organization that represents Black economic independence and liberation, that there are going to be disruptions, misdirection, misinformation, smear campaigns, and attacks. So what this audit does, when you read it properly in context, and the rest of what we offer and open up to our partners, What it hopefully does is begin to build more credibility through transparency and more trust. But back to the auditor's statements, that what we presented was presented fairly in all material respects. Now let's keep going.